How are you guys doing? Assalamu alaikum. I hope you're fantastic. My name is Trace Haq. I'm a health and fitness behavior change coach. I work with amazing women from all over the globe, helping them achieve their health and fitness goals. My niche is usually busy moms who have a lot on their plate, a lot of priorities, a lot of competing priorities, right? So they've got the children, they've got the house, they've got the work, and they're kind of trying to juggle all of these things and be healthy at the same time, right? And the health is usually the things that gets put in the back burner most of the time until they're forced to take it seriously, end up being diagnosed with things like diabetes or pre-diabetes or cardiovascular issues or, PCOS and stuff like that. So these are the things that we really want to avoid. Now, how I work is very much through the lens of behavior change, because everything you do up to now, all your actions, your eating, your exercising, your thought processes, your mindset, and all of these things, these are patterns of behaviors that you've built over time, right? Your whole life. And if you want to change an action, say if you want to eat better or start exercising, you can't just say, oh, I'm going to start eating salads now and chicken and be healthier. That's not going to work, right? It may work temporarily, it may work for a few days or for a few weeks, but eventually you'll revert back to the old patterns of behaviors that you are used to, right? And that may look like 9 p.m. box of cookies with tea, right? Or a packet of crisp multiple times a day and stuff like that, right? So if you want to change the outcome, if you want to change the output, if you want to change the eating and the exercising, you have to change the underlying thought processes and underlying patterns of behaviors and rewire those. So you have to change the input for you to change the output. So because every thought is going to lead to a feeling is going to lead to a certain behavior, right? We know this from secular psychology and from Islamic psychology as well, which is something that I've been learning. It's very fascinating trying to merge these two things. And it just made me realize that honestly, secular psychology is just playing catch up with Islamic psychology. We already knew all of these things in Islam, subhanAllah. Books have already been written around, OCD and all these mental sort of challenges thousands of years ago. Right? But anyway, alhamdulillah. So my passion is very much around merging mental health and physical health and getting people to achieve the physical goals by looking at their physical health and mental health. And partly, just talk about faith and spirituality. Nothing deep, because that's not my area of expertise. I'm not going to pretend it's my area of expertise, but just the basics, having faith, having the tawakkul, relying on Allah, and all of the basic stuff that as Muslims we need to believe in and know, right? Anyway, so today's conversation is very much around complicating stuff. And I see this all the time, right? I'll give an example. Examples work better, right? So you have a mom who comes to me and they're like, you know what, Yusra, I want to lose weight and to be healthy and fit, but I really haven't got time, right? I don't really have time to prepare healthy stuff. I don't have time to do this and that and that. And then we're like, right, okay, let's make it work. We design a program for her in a way that she can maintain and sustain and build on all of these things. And then because she's on this journey of trying to be healthy, that mindset, that motivation is there. And tell me if you can relate to this as well, right? She starts scrolling through social media now, looking for healthy cookie recipes or cake recipes, right? And now we've already started working on eating, example, more protein, more vegetables, minimizing snacking and stuff like that. And now she's so excited and motivated. She wants to do all of it. Now she wants to eradicate all the ultra processed stuff, from her cupboard and stuff like that, and start making her own, because people are telling her that is healthier, that is going to help her lose weight. And that is exactly where the problem is, right? If you're already someone who's busy, who doesn't have time, what are the chances of you being able to consistently make your own cakes and cookies and crisps and all of these things so that you can be healthier and lose weight. How long are you going to keep it up for? Probably not long enough. Why? Because it makes the journey so much more complicated. That is just an added stress that you don't need. You know, if you're someone who's got the time, right, who's got the time to make all healthy snacks for herself and cookies and cakes and whatever other labels you want to give them, go for it, do it. But is that a reality for most of us? No. We hardly have time to have breakfast and go showers and stuff like that. Like half the time when we have tea, it's cold tea that's been microwaved and warmed up like a gazillion times. Then you're wanting to make your own cakes and cookies because they're healthier. How is that realistic? It's not. So what you tend to find is when people start this journey, they want to change everything about their lives. And what that does is that it just starts to feel too overwhelming. Like, khalas, if this is what healthy being means, what it means, then I can't do it. And you tend to see this all the time. Beginners always complicate. Why? Because we take our information from social media. This guru told you this. This guru said, have this. This guru told you to drink this concoction in the morning. And because we want to be healthy, everybody wants to be healthy, we take it all in and we just make the journey so much harder. I've been in this journey for over 2 decades. I eat chocolate. I eat muffins. I eat cookies. I have not attempted to make my own for me to be healthy. And it hasn't stopped me from being healthy, right? Because the problem is not the muffins, the cookies, or the chocolates in the first place. The problem is in the dosage. Again, I reiterate this a lot, but people tend to miss out 3 things: the individual, the dosage, and the context. These things need to be taken into account. Now, the problem with, and I'm not going to get deep into each one means, right? Because that's going to take a long time. But the problem is we take one food item and we label it as good or bad. Instead of stepping back and hey, and thinking, okay, how does my overall diet actually look like? How does it look like? Because if your breakfast is healthier, your lunch is healthy, your dinner is epic, are a couple of cookies really going to impact your well-being? Do you really want to put more time that you don't have to go make cookies because someone told you it's healthier? What if you learned to eat the stuff that are easy for you to access? You know, the bought stuff, yeah, it's convenient for busy moms. But what if you could eat them in a way you can sustain and in a way that will still allow you to be healthy and achieve your goals? Your health is not dictated by one food item or 2 food items. You're not going to be unhealthy because you have a cake and muffins and chocolates and bread and biscuits and all of these things, right? You're not unhealthy because you eat sugar, for God's sake. Dates is sugar. We're going to say dates are unhealthy for you, cut them out. Fruits are sugar. Are we going to say stop eating fruits because it's sugar? Unfortunately, people do tell you that, right? Doesn't make sense. So what if, right? What if you understood nutrition? You knew exactly how to eat for your goals. You knew exactly how to have your cakes and cookies and add them into your diet without having to make your own, right? In a way that still leaves you healthy, in a way that still allows you to lose weight. Wouldn't that be epic? And in a way that doesn't stress you out, in a way that you don't have to spend time. Right? Honestly, for a busy mom, convenience foods are a blessing. But we don't know how to consume them, and that's the problem. So what if we could learn how to consume them? What if we could learn how to add them into our diets? Can you imagine how freeing that would be? Right? And that's exactly what Fishasi athletes are doing. So this amazing athlete, I told her, no, you're not making your own cookies. You are going to learn to eat the same cookies you've been eating before we met, but in a way that serves your goals, in a way that serves your health, and in a way that allows you to lose the weight that you want to. And boom, she's doing exactly that. I want to simplify health and fitness for people, not to complicate it, right? But that's exactly what information out there is doing. It's making you believe that you have to cut this out and cut that out, and you have to buy this gadget and that drink and that drink and this. And it just feels so overwhelming. It feels like this big mountain that you have to climb. And the majority of us are going to say, heck no, I'm not doing that. You know what? I'm just going to sit here, yeah, and do the things that I'm used to and pray for the best. Because changing my life, becoming healthy, just feels too hard, right? But it never has to be like that. Never has to be. Being healthy does not have to be hard. Eating healthier does not have to be hard. Exercising does not have to be hard. People make it hard, right? Misinformation makes it sound hard. Ask any Fishatsi athlete, the busy moms I'm working with, ask them how they're doing it, and they're going to tell you. None of them are on a diet. None of them are told you can't eat this, you have to eat this, you have to eat that. It's their choice. They're eating everything they want to eat, but in a way that serves their goals. And that's ultimately what health comes down to. What is it that you can stick with, right? What is that you can enjoy? What is that that's going to make you feel competent and confident to stick with long term? When you can find that, that is where your freedom lies. And that is how you get results. Not only get results, but that is how you stick with the results that you get. Okay? So don't complicate things. Please don't complicate things. It's just going to make you stop altogether. And that's not good for anyone. Okay, that's it from me. Talk to you soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Bye-bye.